Hey everyone, Soundwave884. I'm going to review Voyager class Transformers Age of the Primes Prima Prime. This figure has been out for a very long time, most of this year, and I'm just now getting around to reviewing it. I meant to review this guy a long time ago, but hey, better late than never, right? So I'm going to start this off in vehicle mode. I'm going to actually not show the transformation because he's been out for so long. Why bother with it? If you want to troll transform them, you've already probably seen it and looked at it. So we're going to start off in vehicle mode and just take a quick look at the figure. When I first saw the images of this guy, I wasn't too impressed. I liked the design. It's just he looked very bland, very gray, like an off-white. Didn't like he had much color to pop except for the blue, like chest. Now in person, the blues pop more. He actually doesn't look as bland in person because you actually notice the blues that will be on his legs and stuff. They did do a lot of blue paint for accents, and then we get the translucent blue plastic here. So I really like the translucent blue plastic. It looks pretty. It's just, it caused breakage, but here they seem to do a good job by putting on the underside, not making the whole piece out of that, but it does work into the hinges here, so just be careful. But there is regular plastic where the pin sits and rests, so maybe it won't cause any kind of breakage there. We get pinned in front tires, not these more just snap in. Rear tires, they just sort of sit here so they can splay outwards, put much pressure on them. Weapons, he does come with a matrix, which is actually stored inside of him. He has a sword, the hilt here. You just combine it like this. Now you can use it like this and store it in vehicle mode. So you got a peg hole here, then you got peg hole here and here on the other side. You can put it up top, but it's higher up. I actually like it better down on the lower half, like that. It just looks kind of awkward when it's just weapons only on one side. He needs two to make it, just look being more natural for me. I'll take the front end here. You can shove it in the front bumper. And that way he can use it to be stabby some Decepticons and stuff. So you can do that as well. This can separate. Then it has this little peg here. Underside, you see there's these little peg holes. Either side would do. Take it with the the big long peg facing down. And we'll just stick it in here. And that can store on the underside. And it does not hinder the rolling whatsoever. He still rolls really good. And then this one here can now store into the back part here, and just goes right in there. So that can store there as well. It actually looks kind of cool coming out of the back side of the vehicle mode. So that's where I probably will store it. Most likely he's going to be in robot mode, even though he's been sitting in vehicle mode on my shelf for the past like 8 months. I am now going to put him in robot mode and probably leave him that way. Now on the other side, we do get peekaboo face. It's just sitting there saying hi, how you doing? Kind of looks awkward, but when he's like this, you're not noticing that. It's only if you just flip him upside down. So overall, vehicle mode, it's like a futuristic / Cybertronian all mode, which is what it would be. Futuristic, say Earth people, but he's in the past on Cybertron. It looks fine. You can, and this is shown by the designer, you can kind of back to the future his wheels here. Make them sort of like a hovercraft. You can fold these down like this. These just go outwards. You just have to take that out. And then you can kind of snap the hair. So you kind of have them more like a hover vehicle there. If you want to do that, it'd be something different than rolling. Give it a different look. Put them on like a display stand or something like that. For scale, here he is next to Deluxe Class, Transformers Legacy drag strip. He is a Voyager. He is Deluxe. Definitely wider, not as long as drag strip, but you can feel the weight and stuff in Prima Prime. Now we're going to get this guy here into his robot mode. There we go, Prima Prime in his robot mode. Looking pretty snazzy here. I actually don't mind it. Like I said, the blues do pop more in person. He's got it up and down his knees to his shins. He's got it even on his waistline here, right above his crotchets. We got it on his chest and torso. Got it here on the shoulders. You can see the blue coming through here. We get some nice blue eyes here as well. And on the back, you just get the back of the car mode there. So it shines through. It looks pretty good in person. Not as bland as pictures made it out to be. So I really do like this figure in robot mode. The head sculpt is fire in my opinion. I've seen people customize this, add some colors, some gold, some oranges and stuff. I think some orange or something would be nice as well. Now, Matrix goes right in here, or golds, actually, not really oranges. You store it there, close the chest up. I do have a problem getting that open. You have to catch it there, because I don't really have fingernails. Let me pull it down. Now, transformation on this guy, not hard at all. Very simplistic for a Voyager class transformer. Is this when you're trying to get into vehicle mode, getting his arms and shoulders to tab in is a pain in the butt. But otherwise, legs, all that, these tabs down here are excellent, hold very well. So transformation is not that difficult. Getting him to stay in vehicle mode, not really that difficult, except for the shoulders and the arms in the front of the vehicle mode. Otherwise, robot mode, getting him here, robot mode. Yeah, I said that right. Getting him to robot mode, very simplistic, very easy. And you just take these, we can put this back together now. And we can put that in either hand. And we have Prima Prime holding the Sword of Omens. He's going to hold. Now, what I do like about him is they did cut up into the back of the head, so you can raise it up. So if you want to have them flying, that's one thing I like when they do that with Transformers. You can do certain things like this, and it just gives them just a little bit more articulation, just a little more punch to the actual figure. You can pose it multiple ways. I like when they do that with the head, so you can do more things with the head instead of the slide up and down like that. So articulation, 360 all the way around, arms all the way around. Up to here, you can move this piece up. That's about all you can get there. So this piece here can move around as well. You get your bicep swivels, a little more than 90 degrees on the elbow bends. You saw you can 360 the wrist all the way around. And yes, the fingers are articulated, one solid piece. Opens the hand, so you can open the hand up. Articulation, you can go to about here and he hits. So I think that's going to stop him. So this back piece here is going to hit your thighs and stuff that. You have some thigh skirts on the side, or hip skirts. Bring that out. You can splits. You're not going to get the full split, as far as I can tell. You can full split. This is arms in the way. Good kick forward. Okay kick back. You hit the back of the car. Thigh swivels are built in up here, so you're not getting as much there. You're not having it here. You got it up there. Knees, a little more than 90 degrees. Feet. Good ankle tilts there, and that's all your articulation here on Prima Prime. Biggest complaint in robot mode is just the little shoulder pads. You know, moving these things around, they kind of just get in the way and move around a lot. They can be the most bothersome or most annoying piece, I think, in robot mode for this guy. Otherwise, he looks pretty dang cool. I got him. I wasn't planning on getting all the primes. Once I got him, I had to go get Solus Prime. And she's a big disappointment, in my opinion. And I got Alchemist Prime, which I have reviewed as well. I like that guy. He's little. He looks cute. I like him in the vehicle mode as well as the robot mode. I haven't bought any more primes. I've seen my Cronus Prime. Haven't bought him. I've seen Onyx Prime. Didn't buy it. I think I'm kind of done on the primes. I don't know if I'm going to buy any more of them or not. I think he looks the best so far, in my honest opinion. Do some little scale here. We'll bring in Voyager class Siege Megatron. Yes, he is yellowing, but I mean, I can see him murdering him. You will die tonight. So that is the scale there. We'll bring in a deluxe class. We'll bring in Breakdown, who is getting a re-release, I believe. So that is excellent. People who missed out on this figure. And I feel bad for people who might have dropped, $100 on this figure just to complete their Minosaur. But, you got your Minosaur early. You don't have to wait years to finally complete that. So that is your sense of scale. That is your scale with Prima Prime. Excellent Transformer. He's not really on the shelves anymore. Red Alert is, but he is just clogging them shelves. He is everywhere. So overall design, just for the look of the robot, excellent. Love it. Shoulder pads kind of get in the way. Otherwise, not a big complaint on this figure. It's just a little bland. And some little extra paint apps. Could have brought this guy a little bit more to life. Maybe little splashes of gold or something else shining through. Or some more silver. He's got the silver on his head here. But if he had it like down his arms or something, he's got it on the inside. It's just you don't really see as much of the inside. If it was more on the outside or something, I think it would help a little bit more. Make them just stand out and not be so bland looking. Overall, a very good robot mode. Vehicle mode is just meh. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until next one. Peace out.